What's up, YouTube? Here with another video. Today's video, I want to speak about validation versus self-acceptance. Under the context of you accepting exactly who you are. If more people in the world did this, we would have a much more better planet. Because from my experience, a lot of people from where I come from have murdered people, cheated on people, stole from people, all simply from wanting to be validated by another person or another group. Think about how many fake relationships there are, how many people that have been betrayed, backstabbed, hurt, all because they try to prove themselves to another person while lacking empathy for another. To me, this is a huge phenomenon. So I want to share with you a little bit of my backstory of how I went from validation to self-acceptance. Like I said, I come from a neighborhood where there's a lot of peer pressure. I want you to take the time, if you're a little bit older, if you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and just think about how you would have done things differently if you would have had more self-acceptance, if you would have just simply had more confidence. Think about all the mistakes you made because you were peer pressured into proving yourself or fitting in. It makes a huge difference when you have self-acceptance. And so what is self-acceptance? Self-acceptance is knowing thyself. That's a popular quote that I live by today, and I share with my family, my friends, and my kids. It's to know thyself. It's self-discovery. It's understanding who you are to your core. What are your core values? What do you value? What do you enjoy? And just as much as you are aware of what you do like, or what you don't like, what you do like, what you do like, what you don't like. Understand the dichotomy of the two things. So you're more aware of when you're doing things that are out of your character. And I'm not saying don't try new things, but what I'm saying is if you know something is wrong, do not do it. Have integrity. Don't seek validation from the outside world. Look at social media today. Look at how everyone is seeking validation from one of another. Are they even really enjoying their lives? And one of the things that I notice is this: the more that you seek validation from others, the more you lose a little bit of yourself. And that's why validation is the opposite of self-acceptance. It's the opposite of self-discovery, of knowing thyself, knowing your core values, knowing your interests, your hobbies, how you were raised, what you stand for, just as well as what you don't stand for. And you have to stand firm on these values. You have to stand firm on boundaries. And see, that's the thing. When you lack self-esteem, when you lack self-worth, and you're not yet confident, it is so easy to lack boundaries. What are boundaries? Boundaries are things that you are not going to go outside of because of your value system. And you're also not going to allow outside forces to enter your circle because you know what you stand for. And so when you struggle with the self-esteem and the self-worth, then what happens is you seek external validation. You people please. Whether this is at home and you've been brought up this way, or you're in the workplace, or just simply out in public. You people please. You do not stand on what you stand for when you're alone, what you believe, and you shoot yourself in the foot when you're alone again because you internally betray yourself. And so you have to accept every part of you. The best part of this is realizing your upbringing, realizing what you are, how you were brought up to seek validation from others. Are you following your dreams? Are you thinking for yourself? Are you doing for self in a manner that resembles what you internally value? That is important stuff, man. And the more that people tap into self, look inside, you will find freedom and happiness. And by default, we'll have a much better planet. Because again, I believe that the more that you seek external validation, you stab people in the back, you lie, you cheat, you steal, because subconsciously or very subtly, you're trying to impress another person or another group. When the fact of reality is, you should be remaining true to self. Accept your thoughts, accept your feelings, not as your identity, but as something that is flowing through you, which deserves conscious awareness. Okay? That is self acceptance to the core. Okay? So I say all of this to say is as you go through your life, seek thyself. Seek your interests, your hobbies, your values. Know what's important to you. Know your boundaries. Know what you're here to do and what you're not here to do. This will highlight when you're subconsciously or subtly seeking validation, are you remaining true to self and reinforcing self-acceptance, all right? And through that, you will find peace, happiness, and freedom. All the riches of life that you're looking for remains inside of you. And as long as you stay true to it and that you become aware of it and you practice it, you find the keys to life, all right? So let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me, if you disagree, if you're ready to change your life today and begin to accept who you are and walk into your power, walk into your freedom and your happiness. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.